In 1984, a man auditions for the TV show Press Your Luck. He loves the show so much that he's been on a 3-day trek from Ohio to make it to California, and he's even brought a souvenir plate with the show mascot as a gift for the producer Bill. Usually he works in air conditioning repair, and in summer he drives an ice cream truck. The audition is interrupted when assistant Sylvia reveals this man has given them a fake name. It turns out he took the place of another contestant who was late for his appointment. His real name is Michael, and he's immediately kicked out. Bill laments the loss since he liked Michael, but casting director Chuck says he can't cast a creep. At that moment they hear a weird noise and Bill looks out the window to discover that Michael drove all the way there on his ice cream truck, which now won't start. Bill is impressed by Michael's determination, so he tells him to clean up and come back the next morning for the show. Afterward, Michael goes to a thrift store to get a nice jacket. He secretly rips off one of the buttons and convinces the cashier to give him a discount for the damaged product. Later he just sews the button back on. The next morning, Sylvia gives Michael and the other contestants a tour of the studio. They look around the fictional sets before making it to the game show area. Michael tries to take a closer look behind the scenes, but Sylvia immediately drags him away. Then the contestants are left in a room so they can watch the show while waiting for their turn. Eventually Sylvia picks Michael and 2 more players from the room and brings them backstage, where they meet the host Peter and the mascot. The 3 contestants are taken to their seats and the recording continues with a big cheer from the audience. Peter talks to each player and cracks some jokes. Ed is the winner from the previous day and Janie is new. Michael gets nervous but still manages to talk about his humble job and his family watching at home. Then Peter reminds everyone of the rules. He asks a question, and the first player to hit the button gets to answer. The other players can agree or offer their own answers. Getting it right gives them 3 spins, agreeing with the correct answer gives them 1 spin, and wrong answers get them nothing. For the first question, Janie answers and the guys agree with her. She gets it right so everyone gets spin points. For the second question, Michael presses the button before Peter finishes talking and guesses wrong. Ed gets the third question right and the others agree with him, so that's more points for everyone. Michael finally gets a question right when Peter reads the 4th one. Before starting the next phase, they have a short break. Michael wants to make a phone call but Sylvia explains it isn't allowed. After the break is over, Peter spins the contestants' chairs so they can see the big board. It's a huge screen with various prize panels and a light that randomly highlights one of these panels. The players can press their button to stop the light and get whatever prize it lands on, or they can pass their turn and let their opponents go first so they can get the bankrupt space. The player with the lower score goes first, and that's Michael. Michael concentrates on the board and does 2 spins. First he gets $2,000, then he gets $1,500 and a free spin. Unfortunately his 3rd spin lands on the mascot space and he loses everything, causing him to curse aloud. The production team isn't happy about this since they aren't allowed to put curses on a family show. They check the tape and confirm it's not something they can edit out, so they decide to re-record the reaction moment. Bill is getting nervous because if Michael misbehaves too much, they'll blame him for inviting him.